Imagine you weren't allowed to chew gum or carry gum. Or imagine one day you're eager to go home and play video games after a long day at school or work, and you find out that they have been banned, so you're not allowed to play them. Or maybe for those of you who imagine to have a big family or just limited to one child. Well, there are people out there in the world who live like this. Well, as many of you know, elections are coming up, and this is the opportunity we get to vote for new candidates such as presidential, congressional, etc. And these people are people who represent our values. And as many of you know, me or whoever is able to vote in here, when we vote for our representatives, it shows our values and beliefs. And I find it interesting how that reflects to the rest of the world and how their own laws reflect their own values to us. So, first I will share with you some unusual laws that exist across the world, then a brief history behind these laws. To get started, I will share with you some of these laws. Okay, so in Singapore, it is illegal to chew gum, own gum, or be seen with gum. And if you are seen with gum, you could be fined up to $3,000 or be thrown in jail for 2 years, unless prescribed by a doctor. Other than that, you're not allowed to. And in Greece, it is internet games or video games have been banned. And if you are found with a video game or like anything related to it, you could be fined up to 75,000 euros, which is equivalent to $74,000 in US dollars. And you could be thrown in jail for about 3 years or so if you are seen with any of that. And in China, if you decide to have a second child or more, you are given heavy taxes for the second child. But I mean, you're not necessarily thrown in jail because then your children would be parentless or whatever. Okay, so now that I have told you some of the laws that exist, now I'll share with you the brief history as to why these laws were created. So. In Singapore, or on the website chewinggumfacts.com, the writer tells us that chewing gum was banned due to their brand new 5 million metro system being vandalized by gum chewers, which was created in 1987. So the law was created in 1992 to prevent vandalism from the citizens in that country. And the editor, Rupert Goodwins from CNT News, also tells us in July 2002, video games were banned to prevent illegal online gambling. And as for China, geography expert Matt Rosenberg writes in About.com that in 1979, the laws that limit travel to one child was established to prevent China's population from reaching 1.3 billion people. And now that I have shared with you the history as to why these laws were created, now I will tell you how these reflect their values. As for Singapore, it reflects that they do cherish being like cleanliness. Like, so they are known to be like one of the cleanest countries out there because they do take care of their stuff. And as for Greece, like, it reflects the value of their children and like their future generations as like preventing like illegal stuff, I guess. And for China, it represents how they know that to be able to hold a stabilized government or country, they cannot exceed a certain limit of people because then it would be impossible to take control or like control a country that has 1.3 billion people in it. That's like more than here. Alright, so now that I have told you about the laws that exist out there, if you ever do plan on running for president or being part of the Congression or like whatever, House of Representatives, just make sure that the laws you pass aren't crazy because then the world would think we're crazy too. Thank you.